What's going on, fight fans? So we got a lot of little tidbits, and I'm going to put all those little tidbits together because it climaxed to a very important update that we should be expecting in the next few weeks. It's just looking really, really bright for Esports Boxing Club. So let's just jump right into it. This is Edward, and you're watching Boxing Fanatico. All right, so before we dive headfirst into all of this all these little pieces of news that we got, just compressing it into one video, I do want to mention that I've been seeing so many people. The roster reveal video is doing very, very well, by the way. It's almost about to hit 40,000 views. It's my most viewed video in my entire history of Boxing Fanatico, the entire 4-year span. A video that I did a few weeks back is the most viewed video. So I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys supported and watched it and shared it and did whatever you needed to do with that. Thank you. But I'm getting a lot of people saying, and I'm sorry, I just have to address this before I move forward. I'm getting a lot of people saying, well, if this don't have any good fighters, this ain't gonna be a good game. I'm out. If they better get some better fighters, they better get that roster's weak, that roster's trash, that roster's this, that roster's that. I ain't buying the game if the roster, man, if you don't buy a boxing game, that, all honesty, I don't know if it's good or not. I haven't seen the game. But let's say the game comes out and it's magnificent. It's a game where you can have a chess match. Everything is so stylized. The movements are so fluid and realistic, and everything comes together so well. And it's the best boxing game, period, without a shadow of a doubt in terms of the animations, the game mechanics, the everything. And the only reason you're not getting it is because your favorite fighter is not on there. Then you are not a fan of boxing, sir. You are just a fan of a fighter. That's it. Because honestly, they could have had all fake fighters for me, and I still would have bought the game and loved the game if the fighting mechanics were on point. So if you're just judging a game based off of what fighters they have, you just be honest with yourself. You're not a true boxing fan. You are just a fan of different fighters. That's all it is. And now I digress. Let's go into the information. So first of all, my prediction that this game is going to come out in Q1 is looking more and more realistic day by day. First of all, their activity on Twitter is just like way over the top now. They before you might have got one tweet a week. Now you getting like 3 tweets sometimes a day from Monday through Friday, because they're off on Saturday and Sundays. They don't work Saturday and Sundays, but Monday through Friday you're getting tweets galore. Now let's look at some of the tweets that kind of push that narrative that we're getting close to it. For example, they had a bunch of people come to the studio and look at the game, at where it is so far. They had Empire Pro Tape go over there. They had Cutman Sheldon go over there. And these are some of the things that they said. Let's look at Cutman Sheldon. He said the early access release on PC is getting closer. Keep your eyes peeled for those all-important updates. Empire Pro Tape wrote, another great day with the guys from at ESBC game yesterday. Exciting updates dropping over the next weeks as we get closer to early access launch on PC. Gaming and fight fans, get ready. This is something very special. Like, all of the indicators are just, you know, the radar is pointing on the fact that we are probably going to get this game Q1, probably in March, maybe the end of March, possibly the end of February, who knows, but we're getting it. We're probably going to get this game in Q1, especially since some sources say that it was just a small delay. Okay, now let's look at these little updates that they did or they talked about, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about the major update that's soon to come. So the small updates are that they're adding more people. You should be checking that website every now and then because people are just getting added all the time, and you might be missing somebody that you are expecting or you want to be in the game. Plus, also, they've updated it because I was concerned that Sergio Martinez was not in the list. They updated it and Sergio Martinez is on the list. So they probably just kind of forgot to put it all in there, or forgot to put all the fighters in there. But Sergio Martinez is now on the list. If you go on the website, you'll see him on there. But they added Ryan O'Hara. He's officially been added, so you can see him. They also added another female boxer, Ebony Bridges. She is now added to the roster. So they're ever growing this roster, and they're changing their website. They also added Lee Eaton from MTK to the promoters stable. So one of the promoters is now Lee Eaton, and you can go ahead and choose to be with him or choose to be with someone else. But an interesting thing that they talked about, and this was actually tweeted to me after some time. Somebody wrote to me, hey, did you see the response that ESBC said to me in terms of contract negotiations? Someone asked Esports Boxing Club, I don't know if this question is already asked, but do you have the option to negotiate the contract of your fights in ESBC My Career Mode? I'm so excited in your game, and I have no doubts it will be amazing. Boxing and game fans from the Netherlands. And Esports Boxing Club responded, not cryptically, not kind of beating around the bush. They said, yes, negotiating fight contracts will be part of the career mode. So you can negotiate fight contracts, confirmed by Esports Boxing Club on Twitter. So you see how active they are? You see, they're not going to be this active if they're not about to release this game, or if they're not confident that this game is going to be released. And I really think that a lot of people out there that are saying that this game is never going to come out and this is just like all the other ones, there is no way that all of this that we've gotten, I know that it doesn't seem like a lot if you put it together with something like Cyberpunk and all the stuff that they've given us, because they're a multi-million, billion-dollar company that has all of these resources for marketing. I get it. It's not like that. But if you compare this to Round for Round or Hard Knock Live or any other boxing game that said that we're going to come out, this is 100 million times more information than what they ever gave us. We have a full updated website. Like, give me a break. This game is obviously gonna come out. There's no way. All these partnerships, WBC, Ring Magazine, give me a break. There's no way that they're doing all of this and it's just a trick. WBC, everybody's in on it, but it's just a trick. Guys, the game is coming out. Don't worry. Now, when is it going to come out? That's the debatable thing. But there is a game being made. These people are seeing a game. People are being flown out and looking at the game, playing the game, seeing what the game is. So there is a game in development. So now we go into the major thing that we are expecting from Esports Boxing Club. The major thing. And what is the major thing? ESBC updates. We'll be dropping a video next week showcasing the character creator. This has been the most requested feature for early access, and we heard you loud and clear. We're also in the process of implementing version 2 of our punch system. So first of all, you gotta love Esports Boxing Club and Steel City Interactive. They're going the route of we are listening to you and implementing your feedback. They're not going the route of like, yeah, say some stuff over here and we'll pretend like we care, but we're still going the path that we want to go to make whatever game that we want to make. We don't really care about your feedback. They 100% care about the feedback. The fact that they're doing a version 2 punch system is simply from the criticism that they received about the punch system. They knew, they realized, okay, this punch system is not what they're expecting, is not what they like. So we're going to go ahead and evolve it to a version 2, most likely faster punches, probably have a blur effect as it would be on TV. If you ever saw a fight on TV, it has a blur effect. So they're probably going to implement something to that effect. But you have to take your hat off to this team who are doing everything that they can to make the best possible game, which is why I think that with the tender love and care that they're putting into this game, that we're probably going to get the best boxing game ever. That just, you could just tell from the passion and from how much work they're putting in on it, and how they've decided, hey, we need to make the game that is going to live on for a long time. That's the reason why it even got pushed back. They knew that it was dangerous to push it back and the fear that people have, but they said, you know what, we'll bite the bullet now so that when the game does come out, the base, the platform is so good that people will come back year after year and update it with the new seasons year after year. But also, we're gonna get a video showing in-game graphics, showing showing the character creator. That's fantastic. I want to see how deep this character creator thing is. And the fact that they're even giving us a video for character creator means that this thing is probably going to be very, very deep. And if you can create whatever character you want, that means you could create whatever fighter you want. That's the loophole to put a Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather and do whatever you want with the game if that's your cup of tea. So a character creator video is absolutely a fantastic video to put out. Now, of course, the best video everybody wants to see is a video of the actual fighting, but they're still working on the version 2 punch system, so you gotta let them finish that so they can give us an accurate depiction of what we should expect when the game comes out. But with all of this information, I honestly believe that release date, that early access release date, is right around the corner. We're probably gonna get it either late February or sometime in March. So yeah, keep checking their website, guys, because they are dropping new content every single day, especially Monday through Friday. That's when they're working. So they're always dropping, doing things and putting things on tweets and retweeting stuff. So it's very important for you to stay up to date by watching their website. And of course, as always, I will definitely be putting out a video whenever all of this information comes in. Of course, this was a lot of little informations that I didn't think were by themselves were video worthy, but everything as a whole, I definitely felt that it was video worthy. And without a doubt, when that character creator video comes out, you best believe that Boxing Fanatico will be putting up his video reaction to that character creator content. That's all I have for today, guys. This is Edward from Boxing Fanatico, and I'll see you next time.